for your phone?
What's up?
Did you get the tripod for your phone?
REI. It's a Gorilla. It's a Joby. I think Joby is the brand. It's good. So, guys, if I had something like this, you're gonna have to know some cubes. So it's not a bad idea if you're not too good with your squares and cubes. You should make a little list. Go up to at least 12. You should all know what 12 squared is.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's not.
I think that's what you said, maybe. I'm gonna pull out of that what it is. And you should also do it for cubes. What's 2 cubed?
4.
2 times 2 times
Dang
2.
it. 8.
8.
Yeah.
Not 3 squared. 2 cubed.
Yeah.
What's 3 cubed? 27. What's 4 cubed?
Yep.
32? No.
64. What's 5 cubed?
125.
Yeah, it's the road some of us take to get here. 1.
Nah.
Probably everybody does at some point. Yeah, we got the 8, the 125. I mean, come on. This is, you got this rife for stupid jokes about the roads.
I only make great jokes.
Back home, I was like, what's going on? There's a conspiracy. So how many terms are there up here?
The cube.
2. So it can only be cubes or squares, but the very first thing I should try is and is there something that comes out of both? No. He's only got M's, he's only got numbers. 125 is 5 cubed, and M cubed is obviously M cubed, so this would be a sum of cubes. So how can I break this up? M cubed is M times, and 125 is, you don't have to do this, but it kind of makes it easier to build this. One reason people don't like this as much is you have to build it instead of just work it out, kind of like you can do squares and other things, you can kind of sink your teeth into it. This one you have to build it a bit. It's not a bear at the end though. What goes in the little dude? One of each. So if I put 1 M there, plus 5, that means what has to go here?
And M. 2 square. M squared.
The other 2 M's, right? Because that's the whole idea. There's 3 of everything. So if I put 1 there, it's got to be 2 there. If I put 1 5 there, there's got to be
A 5 right at the end.
10 or 25.
5 times 5.
Oh, it's 25, yeah.
Yeah. So I get my M cubed, I get my 125, right? And then we talked about all the other shit I get. And that's why there's a middle term. What sign is that middle term going to have?
Negative.
Why?
Because it's opposite.
Yeah, because its job is to kill all the shit I don't want. It's got to have the opposite sign to accomplish that. So let me make sure you guys are semi with me here. M times M squared is M cubed. Check. Check. 5 times 25 is 125. Check. But 5 times M squared.
5M squared.
Check. And then M times 25. Oh, shit. So, if I put, let's check this out. And better remember what this guy's going to be.
That guy.
5M? Negative
5M. Yeah, negative 5M. So watch. So there's 3 of everything, right? So 1 of each, 2 of each, product in the middle. That's the closest I'll get to a song in math.
Sing it again.
Encore.
Play it again, Sam. All right. So we got, now watch. So again, does this make sense? 1 M, so there's got to be 2, so there's 3. 1 5, so there's got to be 2 more, so there's 3. Then you get all this extra shit that I can't have because it's not part of what the problem was, and that's his job. So let's see what he does. What's M times negative 5M?
Negative 25. Negative 5M squared.
Shit, taken care of. Shit. And then what's, what else do I get? What's 5 times negative 5M?
Negative 25M.
More shit taken care of, right? So then this does equal this because I made the other stuff cancel. I really want you guys to get that. Yes.
And it's always so the term in the middle of the second part is always just the two.
Product of those,
Yeah.
opposite sign.
Okay, so it's not just like it's product. It's not like.
Yes, 5 times m in this
Okay.
case. Let's do
Yeah.
one that's a little bit more involved.
Oh. Why do I always say things?
So the product of the first term is always in the middle
Of the second.
of the second. Okay.
Oh, this one's bad, Jeff.
This is yummy.
Do we need to?
All right, first off is to
Do
identify
something?
what it is. It's 2 terms. Is there any GCF?
No.
No.
Damn you, Jeff. It could either be squares or cubes. It's automatically,
It's
it's
cubes.
obviously not squares. Can I cut everything in thirds?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, not
Even
eight.
y6.
Yeah, yes, 8.
If y6 cut it in 3 parts, it would be what? Y square, y square, yeah, y2, y2, y2. I do believe it's supposed to do y2. So, sorry. What can I put down? I've identified that it's cubes. To kind of get me to go to the next step, what can I immediately put down? I want you to say it.
The big and the little boy.
There you go.
Big and
The little boy, the big boy. I like it. Oh, I said
The
little-
boys.
Oh, with your big old chubby cheeks. So how do I break this up? 27W3 is
9W.
3W
Oh dang.
times 3W times 3W. Is that, you guys see that?
3W cubed.
And that makes 3 cubed W cubed, which is 27W cubed.
Mhm.
You guys with me? You gotta know these numbers. 27 comes from 3 threes.
Yep.
What about 8y6? It would be 2 times 2y squared times 2y squared.
Way to go, idiot.
And again, you really don't have to do that step. You really don't. It just is a nice go-to as you build this thing. What goes in the little guy?
3W and
1
2y
3W.
squared
And 1, 2, plus.
times plus minus. We got there eventually.
2y squared.
So one of each, same sign. Remember, same, opposite,
So
always positive. Yeah, if you want to. Really, I told you my
Same
feelings
opposite.
about mnemonic devices, but oh well.
The ending one is same opposite.
Same opposite, no. Oh, same
Yep.
opposite, always fine.
Always.
It's like my favorite phrase. Same difference.
I just had soap written in my notes, and for like a week I was like, what the f- does this mean?
You should have
Party
abbreviated
mathematics.
it.
Yeah, I should have wrote down the
Staying
same
clean.
opposite.
Good hygiene, kids.
Yeah.
Math flows better.
Math is clean.
Is everybody cool with that little dude? It's a little dude. You put one of each. Right?
Actually, that does help in.
Me holding my
It could
newborn
be
son.
better.
Is everyone cool with this?
What has to
too?
be here then? Yeah, 9W squared. You just see what you left out. What are you missing so far? 9W squared. What goes at the end here? 4y4. And how can you check yourself so far? Well, there's 27W cubed, and there's 8y6. Bam.
So the center should.
And all I'm missing now is the middle dude.
So is it 6WY squared?
6WY squared.
Positive.
That's always positive, and this is the opposite of this, so that, like you said, is positive. Kick ass.
Yep, 6.
So I should expect it to be a little more complicated than squares, because squares is just a straight up cut in half. Done. This is cut in thirds with one of each and two of each, so it's going to be a little bit worse.
So is there anything past this we need to do, or is this?
And here's the awesome thing. I love it. You comment. You can never factor the big dude unless there's a GCF you forgot. You can never factor the big dude. Here's the really neat thing. It is always half of what it needs to be here to be factorable.
Huh?
Just so the thing to take away from this is never try to factor the big dude because it's never factorable. Yes.
What is so?
Same sign, opposite sign, always positive. And again, this is, I just put it up there because people seem to like it. But
It is good that you're the professor, because I would have been like an asshole about it. It's like it's a thing you'll use on your body in the shower, gets you clean.
Shirley must be joking. I'm not joking. And don't call me Shirley. It sounded like a little thing from the airplane. What's so? Is this thing you use in the shower? You've seen Airplane, right? No. Have you seen the movie Airplane?
No, dude.
I've seen it like ages ago, like I would say 5 years ago.
Hang on, just gotta Google something really quick.
Drinking problem?
Yes. I should have picked the wrong day to
Is
stop
it-
sniffing glue.
Wait, is the drinking problem?
Nothing
joke,
ever
is that
changed
where that's
around
from?
here. Oh, give me a break. That movie's just rife. You gotta watch it like 5 times before you feel like maybe you caught everything and you haven't quite.
There's so many references in that movie.
Yes. I'm
Oh
sorry.
wait, I've seen the clips from
I'm
it
sorry.
where they all beat up the lady.
Exactly. It took
Yeah.
turns beating up the lid.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you, real quick, I'm sorry, this is nothing mathematically related, but that movie is almost shot for shot remake of another movie, I always forget its name. Believe it or not. They added some stuff in, obviously, but a lot of the dialogue is directly taken from this other very serious movie. I forget what the name of that movie is, but
So
it's
they
really
just
kind of
saw
funny.
they just saw this movie and they were like, this could be funnier.
This could be funny.
This could be funnier.
This movie about
Let's do
war
ours.
heroes and thinking about their dead people and all that stuff. That could be, let's make this fun.
Let's make this a joke.
All right.
That's great.
You see what else I want to say? There was something. Oh, no, I'm not gonna go there. It gets a little freaky. So that sheet I just gave you guys. Can you identify for me which one of those? Has everybody got one of these? Everybody else good? You got that? All right. I'm hoping that's somewhat helpful. Again, at the top is a quick reference guide. No, you can't use this on a test or quiz or anything. It's a good ass index to
Okay.
your homework.
Wink.
The question is, did you type this out
No.
yourself?
I gotcha. Don't worry. Put this off
I have a question. Did you type this out yourself?
Yeah.
You need a raise, man.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't mind. Identify for me on here a cubes problem.
It's real good.
3.
Number 3 is a cube problem. Go ahead and try number 3. And everybody else is like, why didn't you say there was none? Well, I would have told you and would have made you do it anyway, so. Try out number 3.
I don't like it. 3b, right? Where it's 8y cubed minus 27b.
Turn it over. This side we're doing, guys, right?
Oh, dip.
Right? This side with all the problems? Number 3 is a cubes problem. A cubed plus 8. That's specifically the problem we're doing.
And then once we have the 2 boys, remind me, is there anything we need to move further past that, or is that just it, or do you need to check?
That's it.
That's it?
Yep. The only way it can go further than this step
Mm-hmm.
is if there's a GCF you forgot to take out.
Wait.
And in this
Would you
case, there's
mind-
definitely not.
Would you mind looking at how I did this? Because that just seems way too easy, right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
This one's a tiny one. There's
Okay.
not much going on with this dude.
Oh,
I don't mean any disrespect to that guy. But
Huh? Oh, I did.
doesn't have much going on.
I did. So the answer that I got.
All right, let's see. How do you break this one up? A. And then what about 8? 2. So then you put little big dude. Right?
You know what we should do? We should come up with a mnemonic device for the boys.
No.
Yeah, I was hoping no one would pick that up.
Boys. Homelander. So what goes in the little guy?
Yeah.
1A. Good. Plus
2.
1, 2. So what has to go here is
A squared?
A squared. What has to go at the end here is
4.
4. That's always positive. What's this sign going to be?
Negative. It's the
Negative.
opposite.
And then it's going to be
2A.
So yeah,
That's easy as hell.
every cube problem is exactly the same. The only way they get harder is when they got more shit in them, right? This one didn't have much shit in it.
6 does.
Hmm?
6 does.
6 does. Yeah, let's try 6.
What?
Do this one. Give somebody trouble trying to send us a message. All right, we catch up. So how do you guys break this one up?
4.
Good. It's not 8, right? 8 is if it was the squares.
Yep.
64 is a nifty number. It's a cube and a square. It's all of us math people excited.
Yeah, and it's the number
So
that
4.
things can stack up to in Minecraft. It is.
4,
Mhm.
4
4x.
x times 4x is 4x.
4x.
This will be
3
3y times 3y times 3y.
Wow. Gross.
Is because it's a negative 27y cubed, is there anything we need to do to those 3 y's, or is it just
There's
that's
another way to
semantics?
teach this, but it gets. I don't like it.
It goes
I'm not
ugly.
gonna show you.
Okay, cool.
You could bring that negative into play, but then it's like, do they all? Or they, what's really. I'm not even.
Let's go there.
I'm not.
Don't go there.
There is a way to do it. I'm not even gonna say we did.
Okay.
So what goes in the little dude?
Never go to the elephant
4x.
graveyard.
1 4x
Minus.
minus
3y.
1 3y.
Yep.
16x.
And at the end here is gonna be
9y.
9y squared. So overall I get 64x cubed. Then I get my 27y cubed, right? So far everything is looking good. And then the middle guy's gonna be what sign? Plus, and he's always positive. What am I gonna put there? 12xy.
Yep.
Kick ass. Just multiply them together. Don't put 4x 3y. Doesn't make any sense. Put 12 xy.
I had a brain. I put 6.
Try to weird.
I almost did 7xy like a fool.
Stop.
The amount of times I've been told that.
That's a great way to teach. Do this wrong. Don't do it wrong. Thanks, teacher. Okay. All right. So go ahead and try the rest of these out.
Okay.
Oh, real quick. I want to show you. If I have a squares, like y squared minus, doesn't matter. I could do y times y and 2 times 2 and put a y and a 2 and a y. You guys see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, but we didn't really need to because it wasn't like a lot to keep track of. But I could, and that would kind of match up with what we do over there. It's much less convoluted. There's less happening, so it's nowhere near as involved as the cubes. But it does actually have a lot of similarities. So go ahead and do the rest of this. You can work together if you want to.